Jamal and Nico on the Flow Ideas calls because we need more input from other developers. I think James, sometimes when he doesn't want to do something, he tends to run super high. And I think we need like just a well-rounded opinion on what's what. And so we'll try to do that. But I do have that list from Ariel here. He just did it this morning for me real quick. But let me show you guys this because I don't even think this is correct. Not what Ariel pulled, but what we have in for Duran. So you can see this?
Yep, we can see.
Okay, so here, like all the outside reps are in-house with the exception of like these 4. But I could have sworn he gave us files that we uploaded that like had like his other 4 sales reps listed as outside reps. Don't you guys remember that?
This is Duran, right?
Yeah, it's Duran.
Yep. Let me double check on my files.
All right, so we'll look at that then.
Wait.
But anyways, Duran actually is doing decent now that the automatic ID can populate. If we can do this upload for him, I did a training with him yesterday, and I'm going to send him some reports, and he should actually be good to go to use the system. So, but yeah. So, and then if I tell that to you guys too. If there's anyone else, like Jeanette only has, or Janet, or however you say it, only has 4 customers, so that's a pretty easy one to fix. But if we come across this issue again of like reps not being present, or if we're about to do a demo with a tenancy that was created before April, we can just have Ariel kind of run this report for us and check before we do anything. So just so you know, that's he can do that now. He has the script done.
Okay.
Okay. So Ariel script. On floors. Okay, just a couple. I'm going through my notes here, guys. Okay. So, Jose, I was going to check in with you on are we good with the inventory stuff? Do you know, does Laura have that? Is she running on that, or how's that going?
Yeah, I already sent that Monday. No, the Friday. But anyway, I already explained here. But she has some questions, so we're gonna go through them today. We rescheduled, right? 2 p.m. But
Okay,
I already explained here, yeah, summarize even in Spanish what's going on there, what are the expectations, the flows we need to cover.
Good, perfecto.
So I think we're gonna plan today to start at least with the foundations of the foundations.
Okay.
And then the transactions and so on and so forth.
Okay, that'll be great. That'll be great. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also updating based on the last one. We need to include I don't know, the ones that run and needs on at least on the unit of measure conversions and all that. But I'm not sure if we should directly consider that as part of what we're gonna build, or we need to evaluate it.
Yeah, definitely put that into the first build. Ron is one of the main people we're building this for. So yeah, his feedback's pretty important. So
Yeah.
I would definitely include that.
Yeah, I already have the user stories, so I'm gonna
Okay.
put them into the main document.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, so that's great. I did go through, I had a note here for Ed Howe needing an instance of Flow. I don't even know if we've done anything with that. I just thought I would bring it up and see if anybody knew, because I saw it in one of my notes. Do we know where Ed Howe is or what needs to be done there, if anything?
Yeah. Yeah, they have an instance. We just have to load their data.
Okay. Okay, and they, are we late on that, early on that? Are they waiting? Like, do we know kind of where that is? I'm trying to find them in HubSpot here to see.
Yeah, we told them we would have their tenancy created last week. So Nico created sometime later in the day on Friday. And then
Oh, okay.
I remembered getting back to them at the end of the day yesterday. We had to load their data, so I put it on Planner for today.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just gotta
Good
load their
to-
data and let them know that they're good to go. I had messaged her last week because she said about meeting again. So I asked her what would work for her, but she hasn't emailed back yet. But we'll just load their data and then we can ask Gloria again.
Okay. Okay, cool. And you said that that's on our operations board now?
It's on the planner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, okay, sweet. So we're rolling on that. Okay, I think that's all the outstanding stuff. Oh,
Well, just one question regarding Duran. Bob was in B4, right?
no, he's all
No?
been
Okay.
B5. Yeah.
Okay. I found at least one outside rep that is not Bob. It's Brandon Carroll.
Okay.
So
And
he
that's
should
in the
have
okay.
more outside reps. I believe so.
Okay. Could you just maybe kick those files to me real quick, and I'll work on that a little bit this morning, get something to him.
Which files, Corey?
Oh, just the ones that you had mentioned that. Did you say you found files, or just the fact that there's some other emails?
I'm searching within files. In just one file, I found that he has an
Oh,
outside
okay.
rep, Brandon
Okay.
Carroll. If I found one with more outside reps, I will send it to you.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds
Perfect.
good. All right, so we'll do that. Okay. Other than that, I think the two biggest priorities we have, besides like those small things that we mentioned, we don't have a lot of demos this week, which is good for us right now. We have Fapco on Thursday and Destout on Thursday. Destout, I noticed, tried to upload something this morning. It gave him exceptions, and then he re-uploaded it, and it worked. So that's good.
Okay.
And then I have not heard from Meglio about Thursday, so we'll just see what they want to do there. Oh, and then we have preferred sales on Thursday. So I guess Derek and Holly, you're probably the only ones that remember them. They were going to be one of our first big clients, and they're the ones that decided to stick with WinRep, if you remember back in the day.
Oh, okay.
So, but they're huge. So I went back to them. I was like, "Hey, we got like tons of updates." So they're like, "Yeah, let's see it." So that'll just be a
Okay.
demo to go over all the new functionality and see if we can get them off of WinRep essentially.
The client again?
Preferred sales.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, I do remember them.
Yeah. It's the one that James vowed they would never be on our platform because they chose rep over a flow and
They changed their mind.
Yeah, I mean, if they change their mind, then I will invite them back and they can pay us for it. It's all good, you know?
Yep.
Okay, so that's good. Otherwise, I think our two biggest things right now are, and you guys let me know if you agree or not, but the warranty board, I think we made really good strides on that and we're getting close. And dev team's fixing a bunch of stuff. And this is related, but commission uploads. Some of the warranty board tickets are related to commission uploads, but that's my biggest fear currently is that commission uploads aren't kind of where they need to be yet. Although I don't know if we should test them as much today because I know there's a big update coming in tonight. I also, go on.
No, sorry. That big update from tonight will include the negative rows in.
Well, negative rows already works, but zeros does not work, as far as I know. And zeros tend to blow it up quite a bit.
Okay.
More than we thought. There's like 8 tickets on the warranty board that are all related to zeros.
Yeah, but I've seen a few. Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully that gets fixed tonight, and there should be like a new UI and stuff for uploads as well. So that'll be really good. I did ask Jamal yesterday on the speed of uploading commission statements because that'll kill us if it takes 40 minutes to upload a commission statement. He said that we're still like the stuff Nico is doing to fix the server. We still have to wait for that. Hopefully that'll be soon. And then his part he can do fairly easily, but then we need the UI to accommodate some stuff, which means James needs to do something. So I asked him to check with James to see if he was moving that forward or not. If not, then we'll bring it up tomorrow morning and make sure it gets like the attention it needs. And then I'm going to have Jessica and Amy over at NTS. I asked them to run some commission uploads. So we just have some additional voices about, how terrible it is. And so we can get that moved forward quickly. Because I think if we can get that moved forward, we can sell this thing, right? I mean, if commissions work, reporting is basically there, it's close enough. It'll keep getting better. Uploads are working, I think, generally well, and Jamal fixes them quickly.
Yep.
So commissions seem to be the last like big rock that we have as far as I can see. So I'm gonna try to get that really pushed forward. If not today, then tomorrow I'll have Craig kind of back it a little bit and we'll get that moved on. So are there anything else you guys have seen or that we should be worried about or thinking about?
Oh, I believe like you're covering mostly everything actually.
For McKay,
Yep.
are they paying yet?
No. No. I
Yeah,
haven't
we
heard
just
from them, honestly.
okay. We just more recently added the functionality where Flowbot will like invoice without invoice details. So I don't know if we've
I did.
specifically followed. Oh, you did talk to them about that.
I
Okay,
did. Well, I emailed them about that, and they never responded. So,
Okay.
So I don't know on that. I think they emailed later on about something different, like a different requirement that they had. Let me see if I can remember what that was.
Stacy emailed the other day about being able to add Canadian customers.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, that's
And
what it was. Did we ever respond to them about that?
I did reply. Let's see what I said.
You tell them no, never. It's never gonna.
I just added her to the Flow Ideas ticket and said, check with the dev team on what kind of a timeline, but I don't have an answer.
Okay, well, I'm
There.
going to bring that up tomorrow morning too. We'll get
Okay.
Craig's perspective on that because he'll probably push for that to get done if it's McKay.
And he has
So-
Canadian customers too, at least one. I
Yeah,
remember
well, and
Jessica's
we're
brought that
bringing
up.
on Canadian people, so I think it makes a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's another one of those things where like we could probably do something pretty easily if we want to, and like
Yeah.
just get it done, you know. So
Right.
so we're gonna try to push for that. Okay.
What about that one? I don't know who it was. GPC. There was someone that we did a demo with a little while back, and they were like wanted to jump on board right away. Are they just so like nobody feels the cracks? It falls through the cracks. It's maybe close. Are they subscribers now? GPC. If that's the right one.
Mm,
No,
they
they
may
are.
be one of the ones that said, "Hey, we're going to take a step back until your crap works."
Okay.
Someone said that. I think it was GPC. That's
Or
based. They said it nicer than that.
JMC.
YCE was they will back up till negative rows are working. So
Yeah.
should I hit an email to them?
I would just wait a little bit longer. Like,
Okay.
I know they want negative rows working, but what they really want is commissions working, right?
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
if the zeros will still blow them up and other stuff, we've had so many false starts. I don't know. I feel like it's better just to give it another week or two until we know stuff works, and then we just sell it, you know. But
Okay.
I'm open to thoughts there.
JMC is the one I was thinking of.
Okay, Jay, I don't remember them.
Looks like we haven't talked to them since April, but they did reach out about a contract right after the demo we did.
What's the name? JMC doesn't come up in HubSpot for me. What's
JMC Electrical.
J? Oh, okay, James Electric. Oh, is this like the two-man shop?
There's two guys we met with. Yeah, Chad
Yeah.
and Corey.
He was another one that was like, "Hey, man, like, you know, Flow's kind of like busted and
Oh, okay.
clunky and whatever. So like, let me know when it's fixed." I feel like that's most of the people we've done trials with.
Yeah.
So
The
I'm kind of
early
just
ones.
like, yeah,
Especially.
yeah. I'm kind of just like, just want this thing working before we do much. Yeah, but I remember they said that specifically. You know.
Okay.
All right, then. I think other than those things, Holly, how's it going on your project? The thing for Jamal.
I finished that already. I finished it last night, and yeah, so it's done.
Okay, can you send that off to Jamal so he has that to work with?
I sent it Derek in case you wanted to check a few changes I made, and I guess Derek, after you check, I guess if it's okay, I can send it to Jamal.
We can put it in
yeah,
our chat with Jamal a while.
Either way, just wanted to make sure Jamal knew about it. That's all. So that's good. I guess otherwise then we have a little bit of a reprieve from demos. We're kind of waiting on some commission stuff. Would it be cool to, I guess today, let's see if we can just get through what's left on the warranty board. There's 8 in QA and there are 21 in to do. But I think most of the stuff in to do is older and
There's only one
Probably
that's over a
valid.
month old.
oh, is there only one?
Yeah.
Really?
When I
Okay.
checked either yesterday or the day or Friday.
Okay. Well, let's just glance at this real quick and see what we do as a team here.
But yeah, there might be some that are fixed.
Yeah, there might be. To your point, I don't want to like waste our time just like going through stuff that isn't fixed yet, but okay. Oh, is this one fixed, Jose? I think last night you said that you saw this working, the notes stuff.
No. I don't know. You mentioned the edit was working. That's why I ask you. Can you see this overlay with the editing?
I cannot. I thought you
Yeah.
said you did.
No. I cannot.
No.
I was exploring before and to see how the expected behavior. So it's not working. That's why it's still on QA. But at least we can create notes now, but we cannot edit or delete. That's why we create another ticket. The other one it's on.
Yeah.
It's in done.
Yeah, this one maybe let's test tomorrow after the deployment. I know I don't know what the deal is. Like it doesn't work for anyone on the support team, but James like claims that it works. Like so
Yeah, next time I
I,
will
I,
ask to see his screen.
I know I don't know what even to say. I don't even know what to say to that. He's like, no, it works. It's not a bug. And like, well, no, actually it doesn't work for literally anybody but you. So
a user issue.
Yeah, it's our browsers, it's our cache, it's our I don't know, but just saying.
yeah, so I think just so you guys know again, and I think you're doing a good job here, but you know, James comes across very like blunt a lot of times, and which I'm not excusing him one way or the other. I'm just saying like don't feel push back on stuff. It's fine. He's not always right, even though he wants to think that he is. Within judgment, of course. Like I don't always push back on stuff if it's like, this is a fight we don't need to win right now, but certainly feel empowered to, like, if he's wrong, then let's not just, accept whatever he says is the gospel. In this case, I think it's like it's not that big of an issue really that we can't delete notes. So
yeah,
stuff tends to work itself out in the wash sometimes when he says it works and it doesn't. Like the next day suddenly it does. I don't know if he then changes something or whatever. Like I don't know. I don't really care.
Yes.
But I think this one, let's just check tomorrow.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, then we're gonna bring it up again because it's not that big of a priority anyways. So
Okay.
I remember something about release notes. I remember James saying that he will publish something after every deploy or every release. I'm not sure, but at least to know what's being fixed, what's being improved on our end.
Right, we haven't seen that yet, really. We need to, but we haven't. I think again, once we're past like this insanity of, and to be fair, like I think he's cranky. I mean, he's a type A personality, anyways, but like he's also like overworked and doesn't have any sleep. So,
I also understand that.
Yeah. But that's why I don't think we have that yet. Those reports. So.
Okay.
But anyways, okay, so we can hit that one tomorrow. That's fine.
Yep.
This one Jamal said that he just fixed, so I will QA that and then I'm gonna get back to SouthCon. Actually, this one he did fix. Wait a minute. Include exception report. Quantity miss. Yes, 357 is in both places. Did you guys see that?
You might just have to refresh your screen.
Doesn't
it was
make
probably
sense.
moved, but like the UI didn't fully
You
update.
sound like the dev team now. Just refresh your screen and it'll work. No, but you're right. That, so. Sometimes it is a refresh. Okay, Jamal said he fixed this one already, so I'll QA that because I'm talking to SouthCon about that. Upload FPL. I'll do this one as well. Here, I'll just put my name on these since we're talking about this. This one should be fixed.
Just me.
I know. No, I keep messing that up. Me, that one's me. This one is me. Okay. Those should be pretty fast. Let you mark. Okay, and then maybe if you guys can divvy up the rest of those, and just,
Okay.
I think we could easily kill that column today.
Yep. Okay.
And okay, then did you look at any of these, Derek? What are your thoughts? Do you think all these are? Let's see, order not created, commission statement uploaded.
We lost your screen share.
Of course we did. Here we go.
Okay.
This one I think might be fixed. This is an order detail not found. I haven't seen one of those for a while. What tenancy was this?
Use.
Elus. Interesting. This one I think we could probably retest. What do you guys think?
Think so. So it's about a month old. But yeah, I'd say we could retest it.
Okay, I'll put this over here. Is PDF upload resulting in exception? Need to confirm end. I think we could probably retest that one. I think that's probably been resolved.
Okay,
That
I can do
entity
that.
number thing.
I create that one, and so I'm gonna be more familiar.
All right, I'll give that to you. Let's say did they ever work on this one? I feel like something happened on this. Because I guess what I want to get to is if we can get like things that we know are issues left and to do, we can just like next on Wednesday we'll just go down and be like, let's just fix all these with you right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think James blames the data migration, but it's not. I can check real quick and see.
Okay, well, I'll just give this one to you. If you can just figure out if it's still broken, like let's get whatever like hard evidence we need to convince the powers that be that it is in fact broken and get it
Okay, yeah.
fixed. Right, that's the goal. Check upload resulted in exception. All spreadsheet rows are on the exception sheet. Okay, this one is probably okay now to test. Although it's a check upload.
Shouldn't take long to test, so you can just assign it to me. I'll check it.
Okay. Due date, wrong due date entered from POPA. This one's probably still broken, but this one might be solved if we have signatures. When was this one? 21st of May? It's a couple
Yep.
weeks.
Yep. You can.
And who is this for? This is for NTS. Okay, this would be worthwhile, I think.
The one we were just talking about with the inside rep admin setting thing, that one's not fixed yet.
Okay, and we know that we can talk about this on the warranty call and
Yeah, I can put a comment with
okay, good.
details and everything to show.
Okay, that's fine. Flowbot keeps asking for product confirmation beyond the number of lines. This is like a looping issue that I think is probably solved at this point.
Okay.
Can I give this one to maybe you, Holly? It's a PDF upload to test.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 289. This one probably is worth retesting again because it just got stuck last time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think any of those that say they got like stuck, you could probably retest now.
Okay, I'm just kind of going round robin here. Can I give this to you, Jose? So we can divvy up the work.
Yep.
Okay. 291. Same thing here, I think. Maybe,
Yeah, we can retest it.
Matthias. That one.
We lost your screen share again.
Yeah, I don't know why this keeps like blowing up on me here.
Yeah, have the same issue.
294. It's all these Microsoft people using AI to write their code now. It's blowing up, you know. Products upload stuck. Only partial data loaded. Okay, I'm gonna give that to you, Matthias.
Yep,
You're a product upload man.
I'm noticing that while we're viewing the board. Yeah.
For whatever reason, you've done most of that. So
Yes.
Yeah.
the mission statement upload stuck. Same thing. So maybe
Yep. Send it.
Holly on that. Oh, you want that one? Yes.
Yeah. No worries. Yep. The ones I create, those ones, I'm gonna be more familiar to.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
Yep.
Matthias, the uploader.
So an order shipment status drop down. I think they might have actually fixed this. Can I give this to you, Jose? Because you did the visibility stuff before.
Yep. Sure.
Just see if that's fixed.
Mm-hmm.
315. 316. Check PDF uploads, PDF to spreadsheet conversion. Okay, I mean, this one might be okay now. When was this? Well, the 3rd of June. I don't know. What do you think, Derek? Should we just leave this one, or well, that one actually might be fixed at this point. I don't know. I think
We can give it a
Jamal. I
shot.
think I saw something similar. I'll give this to you, Holly, if that's okay.
Oh, that's fine.
316. 287. Landing page exports. I think this is probably still an issue.
I think so too. Yeah.
So let's just leave that. That was 330, 287. Upload is still using entities that are marked as not published. That's still an issue, Derek? Have you heard any movement on that?
I think so. Yeah, I think you can actually probably assign Nico, add Nico to the assign. I'm pretty sure Jamal said Nico needs to update the query. That's why.
Okay.
He's being Flowbot is being fed like a list of entities, whether they're not published or not. So he needs to like filter that out as part of that endpoint or whatever.
I'm gonna get nabbed if I put Nico on there. I'm gonna put Pablo on it, and then I'm gonna chat him and tell him to
Okay.
put Nico on it. That's what I'm gonna do. And this is an issue for Electrotech as well as others. Out the first.
I guess it was noticed in Electrotech, but it's a systemic thing.
Okay, yeah, but definitely, you definitely know it's super important if Electrotech has it as an issue. All right, that's 334. 317. That one might go through now. Who doesn't have very much? I think we all have a lot, but I guess
You
one
can
to you,
give it to
Holly.
me. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give the next one to you, Derek. About that.
Sure.
Failed. Allen wire. I think this was something that he sent to Nico. I'll check with Jamal on that one. Try to get some better comments in here so you can remember. Incorrect data handling costs exception. Statement upload. This one was just a couple days ago, so that's probably still a thing. Who is this for? Just demo? Do you remember who this why we were doing this? Oh, Boyle. This was a Boyle one. Okay. I'm gonna add
Give this one to
Boyle. Okay, I mean it's probably still broken. This was a week ago. You could retest it if you want, but
Okay. Yep. I added to my list. I will prioritize the rest, but I will be aware of this one as well.
okay, yeah. Border states, that's a whole thing. We're gonna meet with them today. And then that's new. And then that's new. Okay. Let's quickly just see, is there anything in the backlog we think should not be in the backlog? Wrong SOC number parsed from sales order PDFs. Yeah,
we
that
just lost. We just lost your share screen again.
Of course we did. Okay, this is probably fixed because we can now upload order acknowledgements.
Yeah.
So, and Ruffin, I'm going to make a note to just let Ruffin know. I know they're kind of like on hold, but we can upload order. It's now. I'll reference this for them. And I'm going to mark this as done. I guess do you guys know how to move it out of the backlog so I can mark it as done?
You have
Anybody?
to the associated board field, change it from backlog to Kanban, I think. It's in the kind of the middle. If you go back
Go back. So, the right.
in the middle upper part of the window there. Says next to project name below.
The second drop down. The second drop down.
There we go. Kanban.
Yeah, you guys did. And then you got to update. And then you can change the status.
Done. Tell you what, I'll go through some of the backlog, or Derek, if you have time to go through some of
Okay.
this today. Maybe if you have time to do the backlog today, we don't have to do this as a group, but essentially anything you think is done, just move out. Anything you think we
Okay.
should actually still do, let's move back into do. The only exception I would say is like these, if there's any Flowbot chat stuff, you can leave that in the backlog because that's we got a contractor on Upwork that's doing some updates to the chat system.
Okay.
So a lot of these hopefully will get fixed. So if it's chat, you can leave it alone. Otherwise, like this one, for example, like that probably, let's move that out right now. I don't know why that's in the backlog. That's an upload that needs to actually work, So, okay. I guess we didn't actually assign the rest of these, did we? In QA.
Mm,
And just a heads up for us testing those tickets that we're in to do, because this came up the last time we did that. Pablo doesn't want us to move them to retested if they don't work, because like the dev team never like quote unquote approved for them to be moved to QA in the first place. So we should just move them back to do is what he wants
Oh,
if they
okay.
don't work.
Okay.
So if a
'Cause-
retest doesn't work, they just go back to do, not retested but unresolved.
Well, if it's in QA already and it doesn't
Right.
work, you can move it to retested. If it's in to do, and we usually wouldn't do this, but because there's been so many updates and stuff, we're retesting some of the to dos. So Derek's just saying if those don't work still, just leave them in to do. And as long as we can be sure that we have gone through all of them by Wednesday at 2:00, we'll know that everything in the to-do column actually does need to get done. That's what we're
Okay.
after.
Okay. So
Yeah. So leave a comment, leave a note. Hey, I retested this, it still doesn't work.
okay.
whatever.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. This one's already for Derek and Holly, so that is already assigned. This one's already Jose. Okay. Order not created on commission statement upload. Order detail not found. What the heck is this one? Oh, this is the one I just shifted over. I don't know who needs some more stuff. If anyone gets done, maybe just ask other people for some of their tickets. How about that? I don't know if
Okay.
this is evenly distributed or not, so I'm just kind of going through.
Okay.
Okay, that's already Jose. Junior sales, Kalinsky. I'll do this one. That'll be fast.
Can you share again your screen?
Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that.
Are
That
you
one's mine.
are you using the desktop app or
Yeah,
the browser?
desktop app.
Yeah, probably you should use the browser.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
desktop is
should. You're right.
unstable always.
It's me. 5, Jose.
Do we know how close we are to having the staging environment? I know it was mentioned it was going to be this week, and every time we test and demo, that it's commonly blamed as why
I
the
know.
issue is there is because we're testing in demo, but we don't have anywhere else to test for some of these tickets.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but I guess it's not important what I believe. It's I would say, yeah, test in the actual tenancy and then delete whatever you uploaded so it doesn't mess up. But then the training stuff is going to mess it up too, right? So we can't
Yeah,
necessarily even do that.
That's why sometimes I was testing on demo, because if the tenancy that I'm currently working on, they are also putting some information in, I don't want to mess it up. But
Yeah, no, I think, yeah,
Yep.
if it involves training, then do it in demo because we don't want to mess up somebody's training. And I will make it a point to talk about that on the warranty call and just say, look, we can't mess up people's trainings. But the only reason it wouldn't work, the only thing different is that we don't necessarily have the same training on demo as we do in the other places, but that shouldn't matter. That just would give us like bad suggestions. But
yep, and then you just put and even you can, if you don't know the correct information, you can just put any factory or
right, you put
anything,
whatever
and
in.
yes, and you would just get the file in. Yep.
Right. So because we don't really have another option, it's our best way to test it without messing up people's tenancies. So
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
All right, guys. Does that sound like a plan? Sound good?
Yep.
Say maybe hit QA first, and then let's try to burn down this to-do column,
Okay.
and we'll see how it goes today.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
Thank you all. See
Thanks,
you
guys.
soon. All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good one. Bye.